This week, Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition gets even more definitive. We look at all the Switch announcements from PlayStation State of Play, and we talk about the Nintendo games we just don't give a fluff about. We'll tell you all about that and more because this is Podcasting with Power. Welcome to Podcasting with Power, your weekly source for Nintendo and video game news, reviews, and deep dive discussions. I'm Zachary Davis, and beside me over there is Jordan Carlson. And if you enjoy what we do, help us grow by tapping that subscribe button, leaving a comment, and following us on social media at Pod with Power on all of the social networks. All the links you need will be in the description of this episode. Jordan, how are you doing this week?
I'm doing pretty good.
I feel like I know the answer. Okay.
I'm tired.
I was like, we just talked a lot about how tired you are. So
Yes, I almost sat, which I never sit for the podcast. So
it was close.
It was really close. The background.
I told you you could.
It was was going to be weird. So
yeah, I don't want people thinking I make you stand because I don't.
Stand for me.
But okay. But how's your gaming week been?
Gaming week. I've actually had a pretty strong couple of gaming weeks.
You know, that's right. Yeah, we have some things to ask you about. So
yeah. So Reanimal, obviously. Yes. Been crushing that. Amanda and I have been playing it together. She's currently out of town, so I've had to put it down, and it was hard. It was hard to put down.
Sure.
We're really enjoying it, and yeah, I've got a lot to say about it. Do you want me to just unwrap that now?
Well, yeah. So, I mean, first I want to direct people to, I believe, is it just part one of you guys playing is out on YouTube, right?
Yep. Part one is on YouTube. I'm going to add, I think what I'm going to do is just release a part two. I do have a part two teed up.
Okay.
That I'm going to be putting out here soon. Yeah. So if anybody, if you want to check it out,
we'll have a link in the description for the folks
cool.
if they want to see that.
Yeah. So we had a really good time. Very silly.
Okay.
But man, oh man, this is what we wanted Little Nightmares to be.
Really? Okay.
Yes.
All right.
In every way. And they don't hold back from poking reference at it. Like,
okay.
There's all kinds of little references. There's these little, like if you've played Little Nightmares, you'll see the little gnome guys with their little hats.
Sure.
And they'll scurry around.
Classic, yeah.
They've got those. Those are happening.
Okay.
Like you'll see a little guy that's, very similar to that, maybe a little traffic cone on him. And you're like, okay, I see what you're doing.
Yeah.
And there's even a scene where you see like a small character in a yellow raincoat running away. And you're like, okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So pretty not so subtle.
Yeah. No, it's like
cool.
Pretty in your face, very much Little Nightmares. Like you can tell what they're doing. And there is voice acting.
Okay.
Which is very cool. So we were pumped. Like we were very stoked that the characters spoke. We're like, okay, we're going to get a story. Like we're going to get something here. Where Little Nightmares was very much, you had to kind of decide what was happening.
Sure.
So there's a little bit of a story. I'm not saying it's substantial or it's thick, but you understand like what's going on, which is huge for us. Like we like that. So that's been great. You can tell obviously the art style, the enemies, the people with like the long limbs, like very much Little Nightmares design. But it is spooky. Like it's very unsettling. It really went back to the roots with that. And I would say crossed the line, not like cross the line, but like it crossed the line that Little Nightmares would,
Okay.
In a couple of ways. And I don't know that I necessarily want to spill that out.
Okay.
For the folks who haven't played. But it's a little weird, and it's weird in the best ways.
Okay.
So
I'm excited to hear more about it in the coming weeks. When Amanda gets back, you guys can play a little more.
Yeah.
It sounds like a Valentine's Day well spent.
Yes.
And it sounds like it's kind of everything you guys were looking for. That was kind of a concern.
a quick call out on it. You can play couch co-op.
Awesome.
So like that was a huge miss with Little Nightmares, like having to do the local. And it's like, man, like we don't always want to do that. Like when we're recording, obviously that's going to be what we do, just for setup. But sometimes it's fun to just kind of like lounge out on the couch and play, you know?
Yeah, definitely.
So we were pumped to see that. But yeah, if anybody's on the fence checking it out and you like Little Nightmares, you like those kind of like creepy little unsettling platformer puzzler kind of situations, like it's engaging, it's fun, check it out. You'll enjoy it.
Well, that's cool. That's a great endorsement. I'm gonna put that on my list for sure.
Nice.
Have you played anything else?
Still playing Arc Raiders.
Okay, of course, yeah.
And my nephews, I haven't played yet, but they've been bugging me to play. Not bugging me, they're not bothering me. But they've been really getting on me about playing Outlast with them.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to see here, which I've been out of the loop with Outlast.
Yeah, I'm not super familiar myself.
And you know, my nephews are within the 16-year-old-ish range, a little younger than that even. Outlast Trials. So I'm getting unked in the
quite literally, yeah.
Yeah. There's unk, and I'm like, man, oh man.
Okay, all right.
I was like, weird, number one. But yes, I will play.
That's cool.
But yeah, no, it's been a good week. What about you?
So I completed Escape from Ever After, and it's awesome. It scratches every Paper Mario itch you could have from those first two games. It does it all so well, and it's the sequel, not sequel, you've been waiting for Thousand Year Door. It's great.
Okay.
Also, this dropped kind of right as we were ending last week, but God of War: Sons of Sparta is a little Metroidvania guy on PlayStation. There was a rumor it would be coming to Switch. That is not true, at least not yet. PlayStation's kind of dabbled with that. Lego Horizon is on Switch.
Yeah.
But yeah, not so for this one. There's a lot of stuff to like about that game. I'm a big fan of God of War. That's probably my favorite, like, of Sony's IP.
Okay.
You know, they've got good stuff. Last of Us we've talked about, but yeah, God of War has always kind of been my favorite. And this is cool. It goes back even pre-Greek. I mean, he's always been Greek, but before he's a Greek god, Kratos. You know, this is him as a young teenage Spartan and his younger brother, and so it's kind of cool to see that. We've got the original Kratos voice actor doing the narration, which is cool to have him back. And yeah, the lore stuff tied to it is very cool. The gameplay stuff, not so much. It's clunkier than something like a Hollow Knight, which I think I'm maybe a little spoiled from, you know, playing so recently. The combat is a little lacking. You know, God of War, especially the old God of War games, have that great like combo, very fast, high energy combat. And this one, again, kind of a little clunky. I'm not always hitting things in the direction I want to. Like if I'm trying to do like a, you know, diagonal stab, I'm either going up or to the right and not doing it right. So, you know, I'm not bummed out, but it's not perfect.
Okay.
You know, and it's a little, at $30, I think it's a little steep. This game will absolutely be on PlayStation Plus or, you know, have a deep sale by the end of the year. So I can recommend it at that. But yeah, I don't know if that game's going to be for everybody, but maybe the diehard God of War fans might get a kick out of it. Man. But the big thing I wanted to talk about this week was Mario Tennis Fever.
Yes.
Because I was right. And then I was wrong and right again about Mario Tennis Fever.
Oh, my God. All right.
You know, we saw that overview trailer weeks ago now, maybe months ago. And I talked about how I was in. I haven't bought a Mario Tennis game since Power Tour on the GameCube. So I've been out of tennis for a while.
Yeah.
And that overview trailer, I loved it. I thought it looked great. A lot of content, the adventure mode, all that stuff.
I don't like where this is going.
Then we talked about reviews last week, which weren't great. And they kind of talked about how short things were. And outside of the main tennis gameplay, there wasn't a ton to do. And that the adventure was kind of lacking.
Yeah.
And I will say that having now completed the adventure mode, it is kind of short, 4 to 5 hours.
Okay.
It is probably and I say this, relatively, it's probably the worst part of the game.
Okay.
However, the first part of it, especially because when you boot up Mario Tennis Fever, it gives you a very quick tutorial of how to play, which is great because, again, haven't done it in years.
Sure.
That was nice. Then you start Adventure, and that is a very long tutorial of how to play.
Okay.
Like half of Adventure mode is basically teaching you how to play the game.
Is it warranted?
No, because it does that thing where, like, go talk to this coach, and he'll tell you need to learn this, and then the Wonder Flower will take you over here. Then you go do the
Wonder
Flower.
Strange.
There are a lot of like Mario Party style mini games that are just in adventure mode. That's the only place they exist. And they have levels of challenge. Like you have to do it once to move on, but then you can do a rank 2, a rank 3, and they're interesting. They're not all of them are tennis related. At one point, I was throwing frisbees.
Oh,
we were doing things with magnets. It was, like I said, it was like Mario Party mini games.
Playing with magnets.
Yeah.
Okay.
And those were okay. But then you do that, and then you go back to the Toad. He tests you to see if you can hit the ball correctly, and rinse and repeat. Now, so that part, kind of sucks. Then you get to the second half of the adventure where you're still baby Mario because you've been turned into a baby, and to turn back into adult Mario, you have to defeat the monster that turned you into this baby.
Okay.
So you start traveling around the world, and you're fighting monsters with your tennis abilities, and they all the encounters are a little different. You have to do different shots to hit different things and kind of play them differently. And it culminates in a pretty, I was surprised how epic of a final boss this game had.
A final tennis boss.
That final tennis boss. Kind of familiar, kind of not.
Okay.
And it was epic. It was kind of challenging. I had to do it, I think, 3 times before I beat that. But I will say, outside of the adventure mode, there is so much content in this game.
Okay.
Yeah. So you've got multiple tournaments for, and that's the thing. You can see how, after spending as much time with it as I have, like you read these reviews and you go, okay, yeah. If you just jump into that first tournament, it is easy. You do breeze through it because it's the beginner level tournament. It just like in Mario Kart, you do the 50cc mushroom cup. It's gonna be easy. You're gonna fly through it if you played Mario Kart before.
Sure.
But then you get to the 150cc, special cup, and that's difficult. And that's how the tournaments work. So by the end of those, you're kind of struggling. They also have these trial tower challenges, which it's like a gauntlet of like 10 challenges, and you have 3 lives. And basically, if you fail the challenge, you lose life and have to do that level again. Okay. And those are tough. I did the first one. I think I lost 2 of the 3 lives, but finished it. The second one, I did not complete it. I got to like level 8. And I still have another one, the hardest one to do. But after you unlock that, apparently there's like 100 other challenges you can do.
My God.
So there's a lot of stuff there, and there's achievements within the game and different unlockables.
Are these challenges, so you were saying they're kind of like Mario Party like challenges. Are they all like that? Like, is there a good diversity of challenge? Do you feel like you're doing the same thing over and over again?
So yes and no. So the Mario Party style stuff is really mostly in the adventure mode. The challenges that are in this tower and that kind of thing, there's a lot of variety to them, but there are some things you're going to do more than once. You might do a lot. And there's even some different like score challenges that are elsewhere in the game that are just different levels of the same activity, but increasing difficulty. So, I've probably found 10 different things in there, but yeah, they kind of all just scale with difficulty, and they throw weird modifiers at you and stuff like that. And then that kind of, brings me to like the unlockables. There is so much to unlock in this game. I've played a ton of it. I've probably got, only half of them. There's more characters for me to get. There's more of the fever rackets, and the fever rackets are cool because they do all feel very different. Okay. There's one that I hit the ball and it makes fire on the court on their side, and that's a hazard for them. But then at the same time, there's other fire rackets that do different things. There's ones that when the ball is hit, it will generate a fireball that bounces off in a different direction that can hit you. There's the fire bar, from Mario. You can wherever that lands, it will like create one in that space. So that you can kind of, set a zone of their court on fire so that they can't really do much in there. And then there's different variations of that for electricity and ice and all sorts of different Mario powers, wind and,
Do they feel not forced, but like, do they feel they don't feel gimmicky? They feel like, does it make sense? Does it make sense?
It does. It makes sense that, there's kind of all of these different elements that all have different properties. And then there's different ways. Like I said, there's some that will just bounce all around. There's some that will make an area like a hazard where they can't go for a while. So but you've got everything from fire, ice, mud, that all do different things.
So when you do, does it ever feel cheap though? Like if you have a fire in an area where they can't go for a minute, but you hit the ball over there, is that like an instant point?
No, not necessarily.
Okay.
No, you'll have a good chance of scoring if you do that, but not always. Okay. And they're hitting it right back at you. So
yeah.
I've played a little bit online, and I've had some success and some not so successful encounters. I love this game. I think it's great. I think it's the best Mario sports game in a long time.
Okay.
We talked last week about Mario Golf on the 3DS being my favorite.
Yeah.
And I would say this is. I don't like it better than that game, but it's definitely the best one since then.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. That's
good.
Highly
recommend Mario Tennis Fever.
All right. Okay.
Yeah. So I have only three Nintendo news stories for you this week. If that tickles your fancy, so you want to dive into those?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Story number 1. Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition gets Nintendo Switch 2 upgrade out now. This is by Alana Higgs at Nintendo Life. Hey, who's enjoying their Thursday? And who's looking forward to playing Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition, Nintendo Switch 2 Edition later today? Yep, you read that correctly. Nintendo has just dropped the Nintendo Switch 2 upgrade for Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition, which landed on Switch in March 2025. If you already own the game on Switch, the upgrade pack will cost $4.99. If you don't have the game yet, then you can grab the Switch 2 Edition on the eShop for $64.99. Those rumored 60 FPS frames you thought would come eventually, they're right here in this upgrade pack. Docked resolution has also received a bump to 4K if you have a TV that supports it. Otherwise, it'll just look smoother across the board. It's not noted here, but it is now 1080p on handheld as well. And a physical release will follow on April 16th of this year. So this one was just kind of shadow dropped today as we're recording this. We kind of talked a little bit off camera about how I believe there was a Nintendo Direct planned for this week, between some things that may have posted early, and then of course this drop. This is interesting because this game is on sale currently. At least at the time we're recording this, you can go. I posted this on the show's account. I bought the digital copy of this from GameStop earlier in the week for $40. Hoping that we'd get a Switch 2 upgrade sometime in the future, someday. And here we are. A couple days later, it's arrived. So I know this probably isn't a Jordan game.
Yeah.
But it's exciting that, they upgraded it.
Yeah.
What do you think about this one being a Switch 2 edition and costing money? This isn't a free upgrade.
Yeah.
It doesn't add content. It's just a performance upgrade.
I have such a weird opinion of this. Or maybe not, honestly. I don't want to act like this is like niche and exciting and different, but like okay. I'll say this. I can't tell you with confidence that I understand everything that goes into what work was done here. Okay.
Sure. Yeah.
So, and I just want to say that out loud for anybody who maybe does, and I could be wrong. Okay. I'm just saying, I'm sure some work was done to make this happen, and charging money helps fund that team.
Yeah.
So, okay.
And this is a more niche franchise than,
yeah. I mean,
it's not Mario Odyssey. It's not Pokemon.
Yeah. It's a niche demographic not demographic, even just a group of people.
Yeah.
But I mean, like
audience.
a pretty strong group of people. I mean, it does have, its following. So I don't know. I don't really have a problem with them charging for it. it's the price always. It's like how much is fair, really,
Right. I mean, it's hard to, have a problem with $5, right?
Yeah.
I mean, the cheapest Switch 2 upgrade we've seen, next to Animal Crossing's the same way.
Yeah.
And Animal Crossing also, upgraded the performance, did add a couple of other Switch 2 features like the microphone and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I agree with you, and I get that we've got to fund these things somehow. But just last month, we got a Switch 2 upgrade for Donkey Kong Country Returns.
Yeah.
Which had a new character added to it, a new mode, and then also had, improved visuals, and that was free.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a little weird to now come over here, and I almost wonder if maybe they have like a threshold, a performance threshold, where they can consider it a Switch 2 edition or not. So with something like this, they're promising that like, no, this will be 4K, this will be 60. It's almost never going to dip out of that. Whereas if they just put a free upgrade out, they're not really committed to anything, Did
the Donkey Kong one have specs tied to it?
I believe it was 4K, and that game might have always been 60 before. I don't remember. Okay. Off the top of my head, but I think with that, it's like if you're playing Donkey Kong and you see a frame dip, you're not going to be like, I paid for this. Like you didn't pay anything.
But I mean, $5 is fine. Like, who cares? You know what I mean? Like, if I'm looking for that upgrade, which I am always, and I play the game, I'm gonna spend $5. Like, that's fine. It's not a big deal.
And you hit the nail on the head. The Xenoblade audience is very dedicated. Yeah, they are gonna buy this upgrade, and they're gonna do it for 1, 2, and 3.
And they're gonna
getting $20 out of you for this.
They might wish, oh man, I wish they would have added this and that to it. You know what I mean? And I feel that. Yeah. And it's a bummer they didn't add anything to it, but you know what? I'll take a performance upgrade, visual upgrade.
Yeah. What do you think about the title now having the word edition in it twice? Definitive Edition, Switch 2 Edition.
Ah, man.
Isn't that crazy?
That's a little crazy. We're getting a little wild. It's a long name.
It's a very long name. Yeah. I want to point out that of the games that were on this sale that multiple retailers had, Xenoblade was one of them. A couple of the other ones have had free updates like Captain Toad, but Pikmin 4 also in that group, and I'm holding strong for a Switch 2 something for Pikmin 4. Mm-hmm. So I hope that's next. But I actually have a feeling that we got an upgrade for Donkey Kong. We talked about we got an upgrade for this, both ports, a Wii and Wii U port. Mm-hmm. The other port remake that I think could do something like this is Paper Mario Thousand Year Door. Yeah. I have a weird feeling that that's the next one to just kind of get a random Thursday. Here, we're updating the game. Like,
I'd be pumped on that.
I would be pumped because like beautiful game.
I still need to go back. I'm like in like late game in that game. I need to finish it out. I'd finish it out high fidelity.
Yeah, no, that'd be cool. Yeah. Story number 2. Now stick with me, folks. I know it's a Nintendo show. I know what we do here, but this is everything announced at the February PlayStation State of Play by Alex Van Aken. I know that name at Game Informer. And so obviously we're not going to go through everything they talked about. I obviously spent a good chunk of the show talking about God of War, but there were a lot of things here that are relevant to our Switch audience, a lot of games that will be on Switch. So let's go down the list. I saw you highlight this one right off the bat. We saw some more of Pragmata coming out April 24th. Kicking off a series of Capcom trailers, we've got an extended look at Pragmata's otherworldly rendition of New York City, a quiet piano note. As quiet piano notes accompanied a heartfelt conversation between joint protagonists Diana and Hugh. The new trailer ends with the reveal of a Pragmata gameplay demo, which is on Switch. We've talked about that. Is this doing anything for you? Like sold, I said, you highlighted this. I will be playing. You're sold now.
Yep, I'm sold. I will be playing Pragmata at launch.
Okay.
Yep.
Are you doing it on Switch? Probably not, because I have heard not such great things about the Switch demo specifically.
Oh God, man, I want it. I
do too, but I mean, there was an event where this was present, as was Resident Evil, and people had glowing things. We'll talk about that in a second, but people had glowing things to say about Resident Evil on the Switch too. Not so much with Pragmata, which is crazy. Both coming from Capcom. Yeah. I don't know. I'm telling you, I don't think this game's for me. I don't.
No. Yeah. I feel that. And I don't know why that is. I don't know if I can put my finger on it, because you really liked I know this is Naughty Dog, but the Uncharted series. And for some reason, I look at these types of games in that same lens.
Okay.
And so it's weird because you got me turned on to those games.
Sure.
And for some reason I bucket these very much like in that like Naughty Dog. Okay. I mean, sometimes Capcom, obviously, because it's Capcom bucket. So like it is a little weird, but I do feel like that's not typically where you go. I don't know.
No, Diana creeps me out, man. She's weird looking. I don't know. I can't do it.
Dude, I'm in it for Hugh, if I'm being honest.
Okay, and that's fine. Yeah. That's fine.
Yeah.
But then the second Capcom trailer we got is, of course, Resident Evil Requiem, coming February 27th, very soon. This, I feel like we have seen so much of this game.
I know.
Which means they're confident.
They're confident. I'm worried we've seen too much. That's what I'm worried about. To the point where I'm not even reading about it anymore. Like I'm leaving it alone. I think at this
point you got to stop.
Yeah.
But it's like I said, it's a confidence thing that they're showing so much of it. So yet another Resident Evil Requiem trailer showcases the upcoming first-person / third-person horror action game featuring Leon S. Kennedy and newcomer Grace Ashcroft. However, the trailer ends as Leon visits a dilapidated Raccoon City Police Department many years after the events of Resident Evil 2. So we are on the cusp of this. By the time we record next week, this will be out. I imagine we will have both started it by then.
Oh, yeah.
On our platforms of choice. So I don't know if you have anything to add on this one, because we've talked about this at length, I feel like.
You're playing on the Switch?
I think so. Okay. I think so.
Okay. I will be going PC.
The thing is, so Kali wants to watch me play it, which kind of means I won't be playing it handheld. Yeah. So that kind of makes me think I should just get it elsewhere.
On the console? Literally, Amanda's in the same boat. She's like, I want to watch you play this.
Yeah.
But I am also not waiting to play it for every single.
And that's another factor, right? You know, it's like I don't necessarily want to be like, you ready for this right now or no? Like
because if you're not, I'm playing it.
Right. Maybe I'll play it through it twice. I don't know. We'll see. Then we had Legacy of Kain Defiance Remastered on March 3rd. This is a remaster of the 2003 game. We had Brigadine Abyss, which is coming sometime this year. That's a strategy RPG. We had Rayman and a Rayman 30th Anniversary Edition, which came out the next day, so it is out now. Developer Digital Eclipse returns to lend its signature treatment to Ubisoft's Rayman series, which is celebrating its 30th anniversary this year. This special edition features an interactive documentary and museum-like elements, includes Rayman's 5 original versions. Explore the platforming mascot's history digitally, now, like I said, or a physical collection on June 26th. So this is cool because it's not all of the versions, but it's the PC, the PlayStation 1, the Game Boy Advance, and I think Atari Jaguar, I think is the other one.
Okay.
Versions of Rayman. It even has the Super Nintendo prototype of Rayman. Wow. So you could try that out to kind of see what they were thinking before we got the game we got.
What they were thinking, yeah.
Yeah. I have a lot of fond memories of playing the original Rayman on PC.
I did too.
Yeah. Mina the Hollower, that demo that we got on Switch a while back is now on PlayStation, but the big news here, of course, is that it has a new release window of spring 2026. We weren't sure when they, delayed it indefinitely at the end of last year.
That was wild.
What was happening with that? So at least they're committing again to sometime this spring.
Still super weird to me, but yes.
It's still weird, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Neva Prologue. I have not played Neva. I've heard good things about this. This is some DLC that takes place before. That is also out now by the time you hear this. We got a new trailer for 007 First Light coming May 27th. We've seen a lot of that game as well. I am not as confident about that one as I am Resident Evil.
Yeah, I'm not.
More Lenny Kravitz though. I love that.
Oh yeah.
Then big news. We got a trio of Konami announcements. We got the Metal Gear Solid Master Collection Volume 2 is going to come to all platforms on August 27th. Konami is bringing the remaining titles in its legendary Metal Gear Solid series, Guns of the Patriots and Peace Walker, to modern consoles and PC. Until now, Metal Gear Solid 4 was only accessible on its original platform, the PlayStation 3. This doesn't mention it, but this collection also includes the Game Boy Color's Metal Gear Solid, or Ghost Babel, as it was called in Japan. And additionally, an update to the first Metal Gear Solid Master Collection is out now, including new high-resolution graphic options on all platforms, but it does have Nintendo Switch 2 support, which means you can play some of those games in 60 FPS now, if you want to, on your Switch 2. I'm sure we'll talk about Metal Gear in a little bit, but does this do anything for you? This is a Metal Gear I know you probably never had access to until now, Metal Gear Solid 4.
Yeah.
Like I said, a great Game Boy Color game.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you need to buy a whole collection for that, but
yeah, no,
it's a cool game.
It's a cool game. Yeah, I don't know. I like Metal Gear, so I'm not gonna say it's on my radar, but
okay,
it's just happy to see it. One of those things for me.
Yeah, I did check out the first Master Collection from the library once I saw this news, because I do want to try it on my Switch too. Yeah. Try before you buy kind of situation. I own those games too many places though. Then we saw Darwin's Paradox. That's coming April 2nd. That's a puzzle platformer where you're an octopus. They showed off a very Metal Gear Solid inspired demo that is out now. It's a fun one. And then a big one for me here, Castlevania Belmont's Curse is coming in 2026. Konami has tapped acclaimed indie developers Motion Twin and Evil Empire. Motion Twin you probably best know from Dead Cells, which is an excellent game that you can play on your Switch right now. They've tapped those developers to create a new 2.5D Castlevania title set 23 years after Castlevania 3 Dracula's Curse. The project is scheduled to be released later this year. This looks great.
Yeah, I'm actually excited about this.
Yeah, I'm stoked. Yeah. It'll feel different, I think, from the EGA Castlevania games that we've seen on Game Boy Advance and DS and all that. But yeah, this looks excellent. I can't wait.
You know what I think too? Like, I'm wondering, because you got to think with that art style, Castlevania has a way of feeling like super heavy.
Yeah.
You know, and I like that. I didn't mind it. But it's just like, that's always how it was. And I feel like this art style, and I know this doesn't necessarily translate to how it plays, but I feel like with that art style, typically it doesn't feel that way. So I'm curious if it'll kind of follow suit to like what you'd kind of think. And I like that. I would welcome that, because I think in some ways, I mean, Castlevania is hard, and some of that is involved with that, you know,
definitely.
Especially the jump arcs in the original games. Oh my God.
So, you know, people love Dead Cells, and Dead Cells actually had a Castlevania crossover DLC. So this makes a lot of sense that they're doing this now. But yeah, I'm stoked. I like, you know, we're not mentioning it here in this list because it's not a Switch thing, but we saw a new Silent Hill as well. Konami is doing things again. They're keeping their biggest franchises active. We've now had, you know, the past 2 years we've gotten great Silent Hill games. This year, hopefully this next one's awesome too. They're making sure you can play the Metal Gears, and then Castlevania's back. I'm stoked. Plus your Weird Octopus game, you know?
Dude, the Weird Octopus game is entertaining. I'm always looking for dumb games like that. So
yeah. So a lot of cool things from the State of Play that are Switch related. You know, you saw the PlayStation stuff, Control Resonant and Saros and all that. But very cool showing there. Story number 3. Forget the Talking Flower. This is the cutest upcoming Mario toy. This is by Jim Norman at Nintendo Life. There was never any doubt that the Super Mario Galaxy movie would bring some heat in the merch department on the run-up to launch. Nintendo may have its Talking Flower primed and ready to go as a Mario Wonder Switch 2 tie-in, but we dare you take one look at the Super Mario Galaxy movie Hatching Yoshi interactive toy and not tell us it's adorable. The name is pretty self-explanatory on this one. Hatching Yoshi is an interactive toy that sees our beloved dino hatch from his eggshell casing and then respond to touch and voice commands. He can rock back and forth, shake his little head, say his name. Come on, what else do you expect from the little fella? All of this cuteness doesn't come cheap. The Yoshi Toy is now available to pre-order here in the States from Walmart, $49.88. The toy is expected to launch in early April, which lines up with the Galaxy movie's new release date. This is the latest hatching toy from Spin Master, the company behind the similar Hatchimals and Primal Hatch toy lines. So, okay. I can't imagine either of us are going to get this Hatching Yoshi, but it is pretty cool. Kali showed me a TikTok of this the other day. The whole thing, all the different ways it can interact with you. It's very cool.
Yeah, our pal Justin sent me it on Instagram the other day.
Okay.
Before I had seen it, and I was like, whoa. I can't promise I won't buy it. I don't know, man. I get suckered into these things, like, because it is really cute. I don't like the voice though.
No.
Yeah, I don't care for that too much. But it's cool. And I have questions about the egg, you know?
How does it work?
I don't know.
Does it come back?
I don't know. Like, can it go? Is it magnetic? Like, does it go back together? Like, is it? I don't want. Like, are you done? One hatch, you're done. Like,
right. I don't know how
imagine.
hatchimals work. I don't really have any familiarity with that.
But I'm sure all this information is very easily accessible somewhere.
But I mean, this story, I was a little worried. Talking about how expensive it's going to be. $50. I mean, that's
$50. It's kind
for
of
a
it's like
Yoshi.
$10 less than a Lego set.
Yeah. So, we'll look out for that. Galaxy movie is coming up rapidly at the beginning of April. So this will be on shelves pretty soon, I imagine.
Dude, I actually, speaking of Justin, I wanted to tell you this. I know you think this was funny. He's playing through Silk Song right now.
Okay.
And he was texting me the other day. He's like, dude, I just got to Act 3.
Okay.
He was like, not even having fun anymore. I'm suffering, but like, I have to finish.
No, see, that's why I took my hiatus. I got through Act 2. The credits have rolled, and I'm like, I'm taking a break for a while. I'm gonna play some other games. I'll get back to Act 3. I can't wait. But I needed a little break.
It was just so funny. Like, he just has to be goes, bro, if you ever get to Act 3, honestly, this isn't even fun anymore. It's more about completing the challenge.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's probably the way to do it, right? Is you have that momentum, you might as well keep it going. I'm gonna have a really hard time when I get back to that game.
Dude, wild. Anyway.
And then finally we've got out this week. I mentioned that Rayman 30th Anniversary is out now, as is Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition, Nintendo Switch 2 Edition. But we've also got Fallout 4 Anniversary Edition for the Switch 2, coming February 24th. First Squadron Phoenix for the Switch 1, February 25th. This is cool. This is like a Star Fox 64 inspired indie game. And I'll reveal it now because it is all finalized. I requested a code for this and was sent one by the developer. So I will let you all know about First Squadron Phoenix next week.
Cool.
I'm pretty excited for that one.
Cool.
Tiny Garden on Switch 1, February 25th.
Yeah, Tiny
this
Garden.
is like a farm sim that it's like a Polly Pocket. You know those little clamshell.
Yeah.
Kali's a big Polly Pocket fan, so we've got various Polly Pocket things up in her office. Some of her treasures. So this one's kind of cute. February 26th, we've got the Disney Afternoon Collection for Switch 1 and 2. We've talked all about that.
Oh yeah.
Got all of the Goof Troop. Pools is coming to Switch 1 on February 26th. And then on February 27th, the main event, Resident Evil Requiem for Switch 2, accompanied by Resident Evil 7 Resident Evil 7 Biohazard Gold Edition and Resident Evil Village Gold Edition, all on Switch 2. We talked about how the cost of the Generation Pack was pretty nice, right?
Incredible.
It's $90, so just $20 more than Requiem itself.
Yeah.
How much do you know how much these are selling for on their own? Resident Evil 7 and 8?
It varies on where you buy it though. Cause like Steam, you can get them cheap.
Well, sure. I mean, but on Switch, on the eShop, they have finally revealed the prices. They are $39.99 each.
What?
Yeah. And I mean, they include all the DLC, and they'll be on sale at some point. But yeah, it's wild that I can buy Requiem and for $20 more get both of these games, or I can buy them a la carte and spend up to $80.
Dude, that is insane. How?
I mean, they're old.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Biohazard that's what, 2017?
2017 for Biohazard. Yeah, 2017.
Okay, so we're coming up on a decade of that game. But okay, that's fine. And then the last game coming out this week, of course, is Tales of Berseria remastered on Switch 1. That's also February 27th. So a good selection of games here. I'm excited to play for Squadron Phoenix. I am very excited to finally play the Disney Afternoon Collection on my Switch. And yeah, Requiem is upon us.
Did we ever confirm if the afternoon collection was multiplayer online?
I feel like I looked into it and didn't find anything. I don't remember exactly, but yeah, I don't feel like I found anything definitive about that.
Okay. You know, every time I think about that Goof Troop game, I can hear the music in my head, and I feel like it's like 4 a.m.
Does it? So, having not played it myself, does it do an 8-bit or I guess a 16-bit version of the theme song like DuckTales does? Because I love the Goof Troop theme song.
To be honest with you, I don't remember that.
Okay.
I think it might be all original.
Black sun, you're always number one. Like that?
Oh my God, I think it is.
They're buddies, they're pals.
I think
always seem to work things out.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. A real good time.
Yeah, I fucking love it. I think it might. I think that is it. If I'm, yeah.
Okay.
I think it is.
I'm gonna look real quick. Disney Afternoon Collection online. I'm not seeing anything about that.
I can't imagine there's a bunch of people dying to play Goof Troop online.
There should be. Yeah, it doesn't.
Incredible.
Looking at like the Steam version, it doesn't look like there is. So, yeah, that's a bummer. But we'll have to get together to play some Goof Troop. Yeah. Okay. So our topic of the show for this week is one we've kicked around a little bit between us, and we almost did one week, and then we punted it last minute for something else. But these are the Nintendo games that we just don't care about. And I'm sure we'll go a little beyond Nintendo. But let's be real, right?
Yeah.
We can't like them all.
Yeah.
We can't care about them all.
It's
we
all
love
right.
Zelda, we love Metroid,
Sure.
Pokemon, Mario, all that stuff. We can't love all of them.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Starfy, that little starfish. We don't love that guy.
Starfish.
I don't. I can't speak for you, but
which starfish?
Yeah, exactly. See? Like you don't care about the fucking starfish. And that's fine. Starfy. But that doesn't matter. So that's exactly what I wanted to talk about today. What are the franchises that Nintendo's done over the years, and maybe still does today, that just, we see them at a direct, we see them on shelves, and we don't care, you know? And for whatever reason that may be, well, I'm sure we'll talk about that. They just don't appeal to us, or there's something weird about them that we don't like. And we'll talk about some third-party stuff as well. But yeah, I have a list of some of the Nintendo stuff that I just kind of don't play and don't really interface with. I'm gonna lead with one that I know we've talked about in recent weeks because it's coming out soon. But a Tamagotchi Life. You don't give a fuck about Tamagotchi Life.
No, I don't. I don't give a fuck about Tamagotchi Life. No,
me neither. No. And you know what? I want to preface this whole topic here because this one will make people mad. I know it will.
Tamagotchi Life?
No, in general. This whole topic.
Oh, the topic. Yeah, they're gonna be like,
oh,
you guys call yourself real fans.
Yeah, I mean,
don't really care.
yeah. I mean, I've played shit these people have never heard of, but that's fine. You can like Tamagotchi Life. I'm glad you like Tamagotchi Life. I'm glad you're getting a new game.
Yeah.
But I just don't get it.
Not all of my I mean, I didn't have that on my list, but like that's on my list, you know.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I'm also being really harsh. I'm not like fuck Tamagotchi Life. You know what I mean?
No.
And honestly, I don't think there's anything on my list that I'm like that harsh about. I know that I've been pretty hard on some of the games we've discussed, and I can't even, because like there's games I've been like, I fucking hate that game. I don't remember because I don't know, I'm just a day by day guy, but like none of these are ones I hate. I'm not like I hate it with a passion.
Well, and I guess, we should talk about that too, right? These don't all have to be negative at all, right? Like I have some on here that I just have not gotten to. I've never played. But I would like to. You know, I have a couple of those where I look at it and I go, you know, that looks like a game on paper that I should really like. And for whatever reason, I just have never tried it. So
I've got one of those. I've got two of those. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, why don't you give me one from your list?
Okay.
I threw Tamagotchi Life under the bus. So what do you got?
So one, since it's fresh in the mind, of a game that I have not. I hate admitting this, by the way, because this is a big one. I feel like
Okay.
I haven't gotten to it, but it's. I have to say, is a newer found interest of mine.
Okay.
Because
Sure.
first round podcasting with Power 2015 edition,
Yeah.
Jordan would not have liked this game or cared about this game.
Okay.
But nowadays it's kind of a game where I'm like, I should get into this. It's in the realm of what I'm into, but I just never have. Golden Sun.
So I have Golden Sun on my list as one of these that I would like to play.
Yeah.
They're both, at least the first two are both on Switch Online.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, on paper, I would really like them. I remember as a kid, other people having these games and thinking they looked amazing on Game Boy Advance. Yeah. So what is it about it that both, attracts you to it, but also maybe has kept you from it?
So to be completely honest, the HD 2D renaissance, like of that Octopath, like the players that are really kind of bringing a new just pizzazz to the RPG scene, that's what brought me in at all. Honestly, I've played, and this is of course a different style of RPG, but same kind of light. Like I'd say and I'm gonna not mention things like Paper Mario and things like that. I don't think that's worth that. But I mean, like
very different kind.
The closest I got to this style of turn-based style of playing, which this also is not a turn-based style game. I know it's the Tales of games.
Yeah,
that brought me in, and I was like, okay, because my sisters enjoyed those. And then I like Dragon Quest, but I think that's just because of the Toriyama piece.
Yeah. Sure.
And Golden Sun, it was truthfully just like there hasn't really been anything too new that appealed to me in the same way. But everything I've heard about the lore and the story, like there's a demographic for that. There is definitely a fan club for that. And I never got around to it. I know it's a very puzzle heavy dungeon situation, which I'm very into. So I'm interested in checking it out. I just never have.
I do. I think with the stuff you've been playing lately, the Octopaths and the Dragon Quest, I do. I feel like this is a good fit for you. And like I said, those two Game Boy Advance ones, people, love those. The DS one, not as much, but the GBA ones are on Switch Online. So
the DS one, I actually checked because I'm playing around with my 3DS again. So I was kind of looking, and the DS one wasn't really well received.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah.
What I was just going to say those are Camelot of Mario Tennis and Mario Golf fame. So that's
no wonder they nailed it, dude.
Exactly. Well, that's back when they were making RPGs. Even the Mario sports games were RPGs. Here's one that I think you can maybe speak to, that just has never really clicked with me, and that's Custom Robo.
Ooh,
and I mean, this is obviously it's not the easiest game to obtain, and certainly wasn't back in the day when we would have been playing these. But I haven't played the GameCube one. I haven't played the DS one. Obviously, I've not played the N64 Japanese only one. But I know you are a big fan, particularly of the GameCube one.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, like. It's one of these that if it were to come to Switch Online, like I would try it.
Yes.
I'm intrigued. It's never been enough where I'm like, let's try to emulate this, or let's try to, find a used copy of it.
Yeah.
Like I said, they get pretty expensive. Why do I need to play Custom Robo?
So here's the thing. It's been a long time since I played it, but I'll say it was kind of a leap for me to play that. That was an at-home sick game, if I remember right. Okay. I had rented it. I was at home. I didn't really have too much else to do. And the story just really gripped me. Like I got into the story. And I'm going to feel so stupid if I go back and visit this and like the story isn't like tremendous, but I really enjoyed the story. But overall, I remember having such a blast customizing my Robo with all the different attachments. I remember there being like a dragon attachment that shot fire out. Like really thinking about what I was up against and what I could do, what I could customize that would be good against whatever that was. And I liked that. I really liked that a lot. There was a lot of adrenaline with it. The battle engine was very fun. It was just so different from anything I had played at the time. And paired with a good story, it was cool. I would definitely check it out.
I need to. It's just, like I said, it's never been enough to get me over that hump of acquiring it, finding a way to play it. But it's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, next on my list. Now, I will say I feel a little ashamed of this one, and I know you're a fan of this one.
Interesting. Okay.
Advance Wars.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Just never struck my fancy.
I mean, I get it. Yeah.
It seemed, and maybe I'm wrong, but it always came off as kind of a slower pace game.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. Turn-based straight, like Fire Emblem. It's the same. Yeah.
Yeah. So it just never really, was something that looked very appealing to me. Was never really that into the art style. But I would hear about it. And I mean, I really only ever heard about it, I feel like, because you would talk about it sometimes. But it's just something I never really made the time for. And honestly, probably just, I don't know that I'll ever really play it. I don't really know, because isn't one of the appealing things about it, like you can kind of pick it up, play a little bit and put it away?
Yeah. Yeah. Levels are, I mean, they're at the beginning, at least they're pretty short. But yeah, it's pretty easy to just, play a scenario, or there's lots of like, I don't know what to call them, like custom games, just maps that you can play and mess around with if you don't want to do the actual story stuff. I like Advance Wars quite a bit. It's a bummer that it's been gone for a long time, and when they tried to bring it back, that was all messed up because of real world events, so they didn't release it and then just kind of dropped it.
Yeah, that was wild. That was a wild situation.
Well, it happened twice.
So did it happen twice?
So the reboot camp, was delayed and then kind of just came out. They just kind of quietly put it out for the Switch, and that was because of the Russia-Ukraine conflict that is still ongoing. But I believe that the first Advance Wars released, and I need to confirm this before I say this. The first Advance Wars released on September 10th, 2001.
Oh, that's right. My God.
So that, kind of put a damper on Nintendo's marketing of that. And it has a similar story to Fire Emblem. Up until that point, the Nintendo Wars series actually goes way back to the Famicom. There were plenty of them on the Game Boy, all that stuff. This was the first one that was going to come over to the States, Advance Wars, and then we got a couple sequels. And that happened. And then when they tried to remake them for the Switch, another real world conflict happened and got in the way of that.
Oh my God.
Obviously not the biggest problem with those real world events, but it's that little series just isn't ever gonna break through, unfortunately.
Oh man.
But those are fun. Jordan, I feel like I've been a little too positive so far in this topic.
Ooh, are you gonna fucking hate this one?
Well, so I'm gonna do a big one.
Oh.
Because I have a couple big Nintendo franchises here that I don't care about.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
and so I'm just gonna say it. Mario Party. I don't care. I don't care about Mario Party, man.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
Oh man.
Jamboree. Yeah. I'm not doing that. Even the last one before that, what was that called? Superstars?
Yeah.
With the classic maps and mini games, the stuff I should like.
Yeah.
No, I couldn't be bothered to pick it up.
So when I was teasing about playing Mario Party alone, you weren't saying that you did.
No, it wasn't me.
Oh,
no.
Okay.
No.
Yeah.
I forget why someone was playing Mario Party alone.
Mario Party alone.
But it wasn't me, no.
Oh, that's a big one. It is a big one.
It is a big one. People love Mario Party. They wait for these. They obviously sell very well. I just feel like I kept getting burned by these stupid games.
I mean, I don't blame you though. I don't dislike Mario Party in any way. I actually really enjoy it. It's fun to play with people, but I'm not going out of my way to enjoy it. I'm not going out of my way to get it. Yeah. I mean, at this point, it used to be just a powerhouse, really. Like back in the N64 days, first 3. But yeah, I don't know.
I mean, I think of it as like the first Wii game 8 lost me with that weird guy with the hat, and he'd be like, oh, I hated that. But I honestly, I got to go back further than that, because I really didn't care about them on the GameCube.
Yeah,
I didn't own a single Mario Party on the GameCube. Like I didn't own a Mario Party on the N64.
No?
I think 8 on the Wii was the first one I owned, and I was burned by it. So I skipped 9. Then, Wii U comes along. We buy 10. Bowser's Party. I remember playing that with you.
Mm-hmm.
And okay, that was okay for a couple times. But we didn't really play much of it beyond that.
No.
And then since then, I don't care.
Is it because we don't socialize in such large groups anymore?
I think that's a big, but I mean, again, in the GameCube days and the Wii days, we'd get big groups of people together, and Mario Party would be present, but it wasn't my choice.
Never got played. Yeah. Not really.
No.
I can think of one person in our life still who will rally for Mario Kart or Mario Party. Sorry.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah. You can't. Have the green blazer? No.
Okay. Well, yeah. I mean, yeah. But I can't be bothered to play Mario Party.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't blame you.
I'll do it if that's what the gang's doing, right? But
yeah. Okay. Well, since you threw out a big one, I'm going to throw out a big one.
Okay.
Pikmin.
Super Mario Brothers.
Super Mario Brothers.
Hate it. Can't stand
it. No, Pikmin.
Oh, for crying out loud. Come on, man.
I don't care about Pikmin.
Dude, Pikmin is the best.
I know. I feel bad because I know that you really like Pikmin. And I like Pikmin in theory. I'm not I will say I've never closed myself off to the I'm always willing to give it another shot, It's just I'm never like, if I'm just being honest, I'm never really excited about it.
Okay.
So like if something big happens and people are like, ugh, I'm like, wow, okay, gotcha. Like, damn.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
I don't know. You know how I feel about Pikmin. It's obviously one of the greats. I think it's one of the most Nintendo franchises.
It was the first weird thing to come out of nowhere back on the GameCube, I think.
Yeah. I mean, I think we grew up with a lot of these things, so they were just the norm. Yeah. And then, this was kind of the first, like, new Nintendo thing for us, at least in our age group.
Yeah. And, like, it deserves its place. I just never cared about it.
That's fine. That's fine. You don't have to.
Yeah.
We're doing fine now with Pikmin 4. We weren't for a while. Things were dark for a long time.
Dark.
We're back. I think we're doing okay.
I feel like we're confessing like dark secrets right now.
We kind of are.
Yeah, by the way, I've never cared about Pikmin. What?
Man, I wish I had one that would hurt you, but I don't. At least not at this point in the conversation. But I'll throw out another big one. That is very popular. That's Kirby.
Whoa!
I don't really care what Kirby's doing, man.
Yeah, okay.
Every once in a while I'll pop in because he'll get my attention. He's always doing something, so he gets my attention. Forgotten Land was cool. Yeah, I don't think it's the greatest Switch game or the greatest Kirby game of. Well, it probably is the greatest Kirby game of all time. But I know. Oh, I've got something I got to tell you about after the show. Remind me. Kirby.
Man. Okay.
But that I saw at a store the other day. So Forgotten Land was cool. Is it one of the best Nintendo games of all time? Not in my opinion. It's fun. I liked it.
Sure.
Kirby Air Riders, obviously, I picked up and had some fun with. But I can't do all of it.
Yeah.
Obviously he's got the mainline stuff. He's got the Squeak Squad. He's doing all that stuff. But then he's got a buffet and he's fighting. There's a couple Kirby fighting games for some reason. I can't do it all.
Right? Can't keep up. He's up to all this stuff.
No, I love Dream Course, which is a weird Kirby golf game on the Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
Love that game.
Yeah.
That's probably my favorite Kirby game, actually. But yeah, I just, since then, I think it's all been downhill since the mid-90s.
Kirby's hit or miss, I can admit. I do enjoy Kirby though. I definitely do, especially Kirby Superstar. It's a big one for me. And all of the ones on the Game Boy Advance, loved it. Loved them.
Sure.
I don't know if you consider this a big one. I kind of feel like it is because of what it is for Nintendo, but F-Zero.
Okay. Yeah. No, that's fair. So I made a little list, like I told you about, that games I know you stay away from, and F-Zero is literally the top of that list. Yeah. Every time F-Zero comes up, you remind us that you don't care about F-Zero.
Yeah, I don't.
And it'd be hard. It's hard to care about F-Zero when you're not in it because we haven't had a new game in 20 years. So,
dude, I remember actually in Super Smash Melee.
Yeah.
I remember being like, "What the fuck is this? Where are we right now? Mute City? What?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
There's not even. I don't even have a lot to say about it. Like I don't know. You know.
So it's just you like racing games. I mean, you like Mario Kart. You like Diddy Kong Racing. Is it too fast for you? Is it too hard?
No, it just reminds me of those like arcade, like easy. You just moving the thing back, like right to left.
Yeah.
You know, and like you can go forward if you want to go a little faster, closer to the
Okay.
You know, and I'm like, all right, like I don't know, man. You know,
these are incredibly intricate, difficult games that you need to show some respect to.
You show some fucking respect.
I mean, seriously, F-Zero GX on the GameCube on Switch Online is incredible. It's very, very
incredible.
Difficult.
It's incredible.
It is. I'd put it up there. It's one of Nintendo's best.
A class, S class, A class, B class.
I'm gonna say A because it is awesome. It is a masterwork, but the difficulty is going to keep most people, the vast majority of people, from ever completing that game. Okay. And it's going to keep the vast majority from playing that game. That's kind of the problem and why the series has gone away. I do love that F-Zero 99 exists and it's still getting supported. Still has little events all the time. I check in every once in a while. That's very cool, but yeah, I know we're not getting a new one because unfortunately a lot of people don't care about F-Zero.
Well, can't blame them.
That's how it goes.
That's how it goes.
Kind of same era. Another Super Nintendo launch title like F-Zero was Pilot Wings.
Oh, yeah.
You know? Yeah. We talked about Wii Sports Resort last week, and that has its own kind of spiritual successor, Pilot Wings kind of thing in it. Yeah, I don't know. There's that one on the 3DS as well. N64. I've played the SNES one, and I think that's it. I don't think I ever played the N64 one. I know I didn't play the 3DS one. So I don't know. Even to just mess around with it's like, what am I doing? I'm flying through rings. Is that what you do in that game? I don't even know. Like if they made a new Pilot Wings today, I wouldn't even look at it. I would look away. I
mean, I don't know, dude. Actually, I'm not even gonna try to pretend.
Let's not pretend.
I've played. That's the wild part. I've played it. And I don't remember. Yeah. Oh. I mean, so would you lump like a lot of because I know you hate the Ice Climbers too.
I don't hate them as people. I hate the game Ice Climbers.
Wait. So
like Popo and Nana in Smash Bros are fine. I don't hate them.
Ice Climbers people because they're just bleep bloops back in the, you know.
No. I'm like in Smash Bros. They're great. Love that.
Yeah.
The game Ice Climbers that you put in your NES, put in there. No, I don't like that. I don't want to play that. Yeah, I don't want to do that.
So okay, so you like them when they are a guest appearance.
I mean, they're fine as people. I don't like them, I guess.
Like they'll show up. You'll clap for them when they come in the door, but you won't play their game.
No, not again. Okay. I don't want to.
I will say that their whole shtick in Smash Bros was kind of cool. You know?
It was, yeah. That was a very cool. You're like, how does this work? And yeah, that was cool.
And like you'd kill one of them and be like, oh, okay, and then you'd kill the other one. And you're like, oh fuck, all right,
yeah, yeah. You got any more Nintendo series that you don't really?
I've got a couple, yeah.
Okay.
Chibi Robo.
Okay, I mean, I get it. I think it's cool, and I do really want to play this GameCube one.
Do you? I feel like Chibi Robo. That's right. I do remember you telling me you wanted to play the GameCube one. I feel like Chibi Robo always got the like short straw. Like
because his games, he had that exclusive one you could only buy at Walmart. Like they didn't treat him with a lot of respect.
But that's what I'm saying. Because like what a cool concept, but it's like never fully executed on. Yeah, like it feels like somebody got paid to have a cool idea and then they didn't like see it through all the way. Yeah. And in every case, I think, and we're going to for sure have some Chibi Robo fucking super fan who's going to be like, are you kidding me?
I'm sure that person is out there, but yeah, we'll see.
I keep doing the, you're not going nowhere. You're like guy from Spider-Man.
Yeah. Probably the last big one, the last Nintendo big one I've got here is Mario and Luigi. The RPG series.
Ship, brother.
Yeah, Brothership. Superstar Saga.
Brothership.
Partners in Time. It's Brothership. Yeah.
Brotherhood.
No, it's Brothership.
It's Brothership.
It's Brothership.
What the fuck?
Yeah, you're not wrong, but you are wrong. You shouldn't be wrong, but you are. Yeah, it's Brothership, and they do shit like that, where like I want to like these. I like Paper Mario. In theory, I should really like these, and yet, no, I don't. Yeah. I haven't played them. I should.
Yeah,
and part of me wants to. Like, I know there are some good ones in there that people really like.
Yeah.
But it's like I just can't bring myself to do it.
So, man, Justin listens to the podcast. I'm glad this is the second time I've brought him up. But so he talks to me a lot about those games and in the challenge. Okay. So like I've never been interested. I've been interested more recently.
Okay.
Because of some of the conversations, but I agree with you. I've never been interested in a lot of those. Which I'm about to cross another one off your list, like the fucking Mario Sonic games. Like I'm not trying to.
I actually don't have that one down.
No,
but
yeah, no. If we're at the Olympics, we're off my list. I'm not doing that. Don't care about those at all.
Okay, fair enough. I have one for you that I know.
Ooh,
you don't care about that. I don't think you really gave the time of day. I don't think you gave it a real shot. And that game is ARMS.
Oh fuck. Yeah.
Come on.
You're right.
Why?
No.
Try it out. Come on. It's so fun. Like,
do I have to?
I think you do.
I do.
I don't remember. I think you do have to do that.
I have to punch for the audio listeners.
No, there must be a way to play it handheld. There must be buttons. But I definitely was doing that. I know I was using motion controls.
What's like
this is an audio show for some people, so we should say what we're doing. We're making a lot of hand gestures today.
ARMS gameplay. Okay. Look, listen. Before anybody just absolutely destroys me, okay? I looked into ARMS when it came out. I watched the releases. I worked at GameFlop at the time, all right?
Yeah.
Dude, I remember working there and be like, I don't give a fuck about ARMS. You want ARMS? All right, for sure.
Exactly. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
I looked into it. But time has escaped me. I don't remember a whole lot about it. I have to go back and look at it again. Okay. But okay. I'm just going to ask you. So I just wanted to say all that. Okay. Before I say this stupid thing.
Oh, yeah.
You know the red robot, blue robot punching game from like the 50s?
Yeah. Sock'em. Not Rock'em Sock'em. Is that what it is? Rock'em Sock'em Robots?
That you're probably right. I think that is what it is. Is it?
I was thinking Sock'em Boppers. I was getting them confused, but no, it's Rock'em Sock'em Robots.
Boppers. Yeah. Is it Rock'em Socket Robots?
Yeah, it is. I believe.
Is that what it is? Is that effectively
what it is? I'm looking at it right now. Yeah.
So it's ARMS is just punching simulator.
Basically, but it does it with
Rock'em.
fun characters and yeah, it gets you moving. Do you hate Punch-Out? I mean, come on. It's the same.
Dude, I also Punch-Out is boring to me.
Oh my god.
You know.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, what do you mean? What am I talking about?
Because I like Punch-Out. I think Punch-Out is one of the better NES games.
What, you're just watching and then you're just going to hit the corresponding punch button to hit them where they're not blocking?
It's hard. I want to see you fight Mike Tyson.
Hey, I've done it.
In real life, after this conversation, I want to see you fight.
That's going to be a big no-go.
But no, in Punch-Out, I would love to see you take on Mike Tyson or Mr. Dream, depending on what version we're playing. Okay. And see how you do. Because it's not as easy as you're making it sound.
Sometimes I feel like a spoiled young bratty child where I'm like, I will not play Punch-Out. How boring.
Well, I mean, I get it. It's a game from the fucking 80s.
Yeah. Well,
before we were born. Yeah.
Well, like, look at us though. We're playing fucking other games like that. You know what I mean? Like, there's I've played worse. Okay.
Isn't it funny how we can just pick up games that we grew up playing from that era, but then if you play one you've never played, it's like the most foreign thing. You just can't even. I can play Mario Brothers all day, but Nappy, I'm like, what the fuck,
dude?
Like,
but like, I think that's part of like that mystique of that time. Like, I'm not going to tangent on this too long, but I very recently, I've mentioned on the podcast before, I've hacked the classics, NES Classic thing. Sure. And somebody from work had asked, can you do this for me? And I said, yeah. And this is a person who is older than myself and grew up with the NES, so has a lot of fond memories with it. So they gave me recommendation. Like, they were like, here's what I want. And I was like, okay. And I tried some of these games. I was like, these are games I've never heard of.
Sure.
And I found some I liked and was like, cool. Like,
I'm sure they're out there. Yeah.
Here's some new NES games. Here's some NES games that are new to me that I've never played. And like, I had a really good time playing them. Some of them I've returned back and played. Some of them I was playing and I was like, what the fuck am I doing? I'm like a boat. And there's like, you got to go to like this like mine area before the timer runs out and blow up these little things. I was like, okay. And it doesn't explain anything.
Okay.
And like, that's the fun, kind of,
Yeah.
And everything was so different. It's like, what a weird time. Like, we were figuring out video games,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So I don't know, just different.
So I have one more Nintendo one that I don't know if you'll dispute this or not.
Okay. Well, I can't dispute this is your opinion.
No, this is a you one. This is one I think that list. You avoid, that you don't care about.
Okay.
And that, of course, is Metroid.
Oh.
Come on.
You're right.
I'm trying to get you in there because I feel like the ingredients are all there.
They are.
They are.
I know. And I've dabbled, I've played.
Yeah, I know.
But you're right. I've never fully committed. I have not been fair to Metroid. I'll say that. I really haven't.
I mean, you've given it more of a shot than most people do. So
sure.
I give you that.
Sure. But I don't think that it was fair enough. Like I've never said I don't like Metroid. I don't think. Watch, like, you clip me. I don't like fuck Metroid.
Roll the clip.
But I mean, I've never really cared that deeply about Metroid, I guess. But I should. But you're right. It does deserve to be on the list of just something I haven't gotten to or given enough time. Kind of thing.
I mean, I think there are some that are worth checking out. Some are not.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Some are not good places for you to start.
The last one I had on my list is another one that I think you like, but I feel like, I don't know that it's remarkable to you. I just know you've played it.
Okay.
But Codename Steam.
No one cares about Codename Steam.
All right, good.
I did buy it. I was one of the 5 people that bought that game.
Yeah.
So this is from Intelligent Systems. This was a 3DS game that they made, like a weird new kind of turn-based strategy game that had like American heroes in it as the characters, like a lot of like Abraham Lincoln and things like that. And yeah, It was fun. I think I liked it a lot more than a lot of people did at the time.
That come out at a bad time too, I thought.
It came out, it must be kind of late 3DS, because I remember for pre-ordering it, I got a Majora's Mask coin. Majora's Mask 3D came out in, I believe, 2016 with the new 3DS. So it must have been around there.
Oh, yeah. I just had to Google it. It was it had
what tragedy did it come out on?
No, it wasn't that. It was
okay.
It had issues at launch. It says primarily due to excruciatingly long enemy AI turns that could last minutes. I actually remember talking about this.
Yes, because I remember I picked it up and I brought it over to your apartment. Yeah, I sat there, and you would sit there watching some of these turns for so long sometimes. Yeah, it's a flawed game. I mean, I can't say I care about it, and in that nothing's happened with it since, right? Like it came out, it failed, and that was it. But I do have it. It's still sitting on my shelf. I haven't touched it in a long time, but I didn't think it was that bad.
You know, the funny thing about this topic was when we first brought it up, how I found some of these answers was just looking through my DS.
Yeah.
That was an era where I was very much like, I was quick to ditch things.
One of the weird things with that game is that you could, because it was an intelligent systems game, you could use your, like the amiibo, they were Smash Bros. Amiibo, but the Fire Emblem characters specifically.
Yeah.
And you could like bring them into the game. So you'd have Abraham Lincoln or whatever, and then like Marth is there.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, weird.
I forgot that like it had like a pretty, like looking at some of the voice actors in this, like their names you recognize. Like Marth in that game was Yuri Lowenthal, who of course Insomniac Spider-Man, probably his best known role. Okay. But like Will Wheaton from Star Trek was Abraham Lincoln in that game.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Tom Sawyer was a character in that game. The lion from the Wizard of Oz. Like, yeah, it was
the original
a crazy
Wizard
cast of characters. What was that?
The original Wizard of Oz?
Well, it's not that guy, but
gonna say, like,
no, that guy's got to be gone.
Yeah,
right?
Dude, that guy is so gone.
But I'm saying, like, these are characters in the game: the lion, the scarecrow, Tiger Lily from Peter Pan. Like, yeah, this is crazy. I kind of forgotten about that game. That's a good pull. Okay. Do you have any like third party games, whether they're on Nintendo platforms or not, that kind of fall into this bucket?
I do, and it's a weird one.
Okay.
And I can't say up till recent. I realized what I was fucking with years ago with this one. And when I say years ago, that's probably too late. That's why I'm kind of mentioning it. I just don't want to be so fresh with the understanding.
Okay. Sure.
I'm going to say it wrong. Shantae. Yeah. What the fuck?
I know I remember pointing out a Shantae game on like the Wii U a long time ago, and you making fun of me for it.
Yeah.
And they're fine. They're fun.
But what's going on with that? What?
Just little action platformers. You got a sword.
Sure, but like
pirate.
Dude, some of those games are worth a lot of money.
Yeah.
Is what that's where I'm like, what? Like, why? Who's
they definitely have their audience for sure.
Oh, where?
They're out there. So I mean, there was that original.
I'm gonna get roasted for this. But
that
like,
original
what?
Game Boy Color game, and then I think it kind of went away for a while. And then came back, and just recently they like released one that was like a canceled Game Boy Advance sequel.
Yeah,
they just finally released it after.
And I remember, so I got one of those games from the Ambassador program, which is how I found out about it.
Okay,
sure. Like I was like, cool, thanks, and then I think that's when I looked into it and was like, what is this, and why do I care about this? And I played it and was like, this is unremarkable to me. moving on, you know? And and then what, time probably passed, and I just, as you do, perusing collectibles online, and I would come across, you know, games, sealed games, even open games, and they were selling for Pokemon prices, you know?
Sure. Yeah.
And I was like, wow, okay. So to me, it just always made the list of like, you know, I don't really care about this, but it's on several Nintendo platform or consoles, you know, so.
Yeah, they're never something I pay a ton of attention to. Obviously, they come out, and I do think they're kind of beloved. In October 2025, WayForward announced the development of a 7th Shantae game. So there you go.
Oh,
got one on the way.
One's in the pipe.
One's in the pipe.
Delayed.
Yeah.
Delayed.
Shantae on the way. No, not delayed. Just
delaying.
No, they just announced it a couple months ago. It's not delayed.
A couple months ago. 2028.
No way. No, it'll be out. Probably not this year, but we'll see. Well, the last one I had for you actually is a third-party game, which I feel like you betrayed me earlier in this episode. Because for weeks we've been going back and forth about this one, and then earlier you're like, I like this, and that's Metal Gear.
Yeah, well,
see,
so hold on. Like,
you think Metal Gear Solid is a cousin game?
You got me into Metal Gear.
I know, but Metal Gear Solid you think is a cousin game, and I know what you think is a cousin game. It comes up a lot.
It is a cousin game, dude. Metal Gear, because it was my cousin's game. I don't remember which one it was though. So, to be honest, the only Metal Gear that I've played were Phantom Pain, which I played extensively.
Oh yeah, you were super into that one.
And then Snake Eater, PSP.
Okay.
Only 2. That's it.
Okay.
And I didn't like Snake Eater on the PSP. So.
Snake Eater PSP. I think maybe Peace Walker.
Oh, Peace Walker. Was it Peace Walker?
Snake Eater. Snake Eater was one of the PS2 ones, and it came to Vita later. But yeah, not PSP.
Oh,
but
Vita.
Peace Walker. And that's Peace Walker is one of the ones that's in this collection that they announced last week. But,
you're right. Yep.
And that's fine. I understand. It's kind of people like Peace Walker, but it is kind of a watered down experience being, you know, a PSP game.
Yeah, and I don't even remember why I gave that one a shot, but yeah, those are the only 2. And yeah, I should be more. I did give the PSP one a pretty hefty shot. That was I was pretty heavy in the PSP, so I was happy to play it. I did spend a good amount of time doing it, but I do have to say though, the Phantom Pain was definitely more of a time spend. But that's really it for me. It was Metal Gear was a cousin game.
Okay. Well, okay, you're right. I kind of had forgotten how much time you spent with Phantom Pain, but that's right. We spent a lot of time playing that one.
Dude, the memes for that game were just incredible. Another one, like this guy too.
Yeah. I have a weird one that I don't get it, man, and it's Worms. I feel like I should like Worms. I do. I like taking turns. I like changing the map. I like going. I like all that, but I can never get into them. I buy a lot of these stupid games.
You do?
Over the years. I've bought a lot of Worms, but I can't get into it. And at some point I had to stop trying.
Yeah.
I didn't expect you to be a big Worms defender, but.
Worms defender.
Yeah.
What else you got? All right. You're gonna hate my next one.
Okay, good, because I have one that you're gonna hate. So,
good.
Yeah, do this.
So you have one that's gonna hurt my feelings.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Ooh.
I have a couple, but yeah, one in particular.
Fucking Rabbids. Anything.
That's fine. I like the 2, you know, Mario strategy games. Those are great, but I don't like the Rabbids as characters. I don't really care.
No, they're annoying. They remind me of the I know what these are called. The little yellow guys.
Yeah, the minions.
Minions. Yeah, they remind me of those. And I
very much. Yeah. No, I think the Rabbids are a hurdle to play those 2 Mario games because they're excellent, you know, strategy games, but you got to get past the Rabbids to do it.
Past the Rabbids, yep.
You know, and they do they're comical. They're, you know, they do some fun things with them in those games, but you know, but like Raving Rabbids on the Wii, like the party games and all that, like I've never really been into that.
No.
Okay. So
Lay it on me.
I know you're a big fan of at least the first one of these.
Okay.
Maybe more of them, but Dead Rising.
Oh, okay.
I remember trying that demo on the 360
Mhm.
with a friend very early on. Like,
Yeah.
this kid had the 360 like before anybody, and like being like, oh, this is kind of cool because, you know, we hadn't seen games like that. But by the time I had one and tried this game, like it never clicked. And none of them I've never really bothered to try any of the other ones, but I know you are a Dead Rising guy, and I don't know why I don't like it. I feel like I should.
The first one.
Okay. Sure.
I wanted to like, I was hoping that the other entries, the sequels, would kind of take you on more of a ride like the first one did. The first one was just kind of remarkable for everything that it did do. I remember that was a Game Informer hype one. That was a Game Informer hype game where
Sure.
you're like, everything's a weapon, you know?
Yeah.
I was like, no way. And like, it was really creative and fun. And I really enjoyed that game. I will not deny that. I loved that game. But the second one, I fell off right at the second one. I couldn't keep going with it.
Okay.
This is actually making me want to go back and play it though.
I associate, when I think of that game, I think of you. Like, I associate that first game at least with you quite a bit. So
yeah, that was a good one.
I'll just 1-2 punch. So the other one is Borderlands. I've tried. I beat Borderlands 1. I've started Borderlands 2 a couple of times.
Yeah.
I can't do it, man.
Yeah. Is it the art style?
No, I really like the art style.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool.
I don't like the tone and the writing. I think is what keeps me away from it.
Okay.
But I feel like I don't like how disposable all of the guns feel.
Yeah, I don't
like
that
like
either.
I want to earn something and keep it. Like, I don't like that I'm just like, oh, I spent all this time getting this thing, it's a super rare thing, but I'm just going to replace it in 20 minutes when I find the next purple thing, you know?
Yeah. No, I hear you on that. That's one of the things that I don't like about Borderlands also, but I would say overall I do enjoy Borderlands quite a bit.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. But man, that's a pretty solid list. I don't know if I had any quick mentions. I did put Wave Race on mine.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
We just talked about this last week.
That's why I thought about it. Yeah. Because
yeah, Blue Storm is so good.
You were like, Wave Race, Blue Storm. And I was like, fucking snore.
even 64, I think, is pretty good. But yeah, Blue Storm is great.
Cool water graphics.
Yeah, I have some here that like I don't feel super strongly about, so we don't have to do those. But what about some things that maybe you thought fit into this category, but then they scratched their way out? Do you have any of these? Because like I think recently for me it was Fire Emblem, which is a game I've talked about trying over the years, and then finally like this one, which I need to go back and finish. I'm just stuck on a really hard encounter, but like I feel like with this one I'm in. I get it. I'm almost done with it. I understand why people like this, and I feel like now I kind of know what to look for when I'm picking the next Fire Emblem to play. Do you have any that kind of fit that category?
I don't. The low hanging target for me would be turn-based RPG games, because that's what I used to think.
Okay.
But I don't feel that way anymore, so it really didn't come to mind. But I can't think of anything like that where it's close, but I kind of pulled it back. I don't think so.
Okay. I kind of thought Splatoon was going to be like that for me. That I just wasn't going to vibe with it. And we ended up really liking that first game.
We did.
And I played a ton of the second game too, but
maybe Splatoon fits the criteria, because I did think of Splatoon and then I didn't put it on. But I do really like Splatoon, and I never doubted that.
See, I was not impressed with it up until I played it with you. Like I was kind of like, this looks bad. I don't want to play this. Like,
see, to me, like I shouldn't say I spent a lot of time playing it, but I don't play it like forever, like some people do. You know what I mean? Like,
sure. Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe that's not the right way to say it either, but I do really like it. I think it's fun. When the new one comes out, I'm always curious, like, what's the difference? What are we adding? Are we expanding
Sure.
at all? Like, it's not one of those things where I just kind of glaze over and tune out when they start talking about Splatoon. I am interested. So, like, for that reason, I don't want to say it would make my list, but like, Splatoon it's definitely in my backlog, you know?
I think I'm with you. Like, Splatoon is something that, yeah, when it comes out, I'll play it. I'll be active playing it online for, a couple weeks, maybe a couple months. But I mean, I know people that still play regularly, like multiple times a week. They are in it. They're doing every Splatfest. They have been since the first game. Like, yeah. So that's just one though that, yeah, I remember leading up to that. I was kind of, the Wii U obviously wasn't in a great place. It's like, okay, we're launching this new thing. I don't know what this is. Like, this doesn't look that impressive. And then yeah, I was playing it with you that I kind of was like, okay, I get this. And then I got a copy and there we are.
There we are.
But okay. Well, this has been fun. I feel like we've done a lot of shit talking this episode.
We did a lot of shit talking and we're really in for it, I think. Mm-hmm.
I think so. And that's okay.
Yeah, it is okay.
Any interaction is good interaction, right?
I like it.
Yeah. I am afraid. We'll see what happens.
Tell me how much you like Codename Steam and fucking Advance Wars and
I don't think we'll get that for Codename Steam. I think almost every other game we've mentioned though, there's an audience for out there. So,
which is great, by the way. Which is great.
And I mean, we've pointed out plenty of instances where sometimes that audience is right here on the other side of the call. Like, sometimes you are that audience and sometimes I'm that audience. And
and look at us.
Yeah, look at us. But please let us know why we're wrong about these franchises that we've talked about today. Let us know what your video game franchises are that you just don't care about, and why that is, of course. You can do that by commenting here on the video, the podcast, wherever you are. You can post at us. What am I trying to say? You can reply to us on social media at Pod with Power. And until next time, I've been Zachary Davis. That's Jordan Oh, wait, hang on. I do have one little bit of trivia that it struck me during the show that I should have led with this, but I didn't think about it.
Okay.
Do you know, we were recording this on February 19th. Obviously, it won't go up for a couple days. But Jordan, do you know the significance of February 19th 10 years ago in the state, 2016?
Give me one sec. Hold on.
Okay.
Not look anything up.
Okay. I don't know how you would find this information, but
10 years ago. Are we talking big news or me news? Like us news?
Us
news.
Yeah.
No.
February 19th, 2016 is the day that we released our first episode of Podcasting with Power.
Whoa!
The initial iteration. I had this morning when I woke up, on this day on Facebook or whatever, I saw it was a Podcasting with Power logo, and I'll have to share it. But there was no caption to it. There was nothing. It was just there. And so I thought about that while we were looking. So I looked it up in my old notes from the old show and the old company. And Podcasting with Power, February 19th, 2016. But yeah, we'll have to find some of that old content. Maybe I'll share this old logo on the social media at Pod with Power, as I mentioned. But for real this time. Until next time, I'm Zachary Davis. That's Jordan Carlson. You've been watching Podcasting with Power.
Bye.
Bye.